4, 3, 2, 1. Good evening and welcome to another edition of Fighting Words on the Fighting Words News Network. Fighting Words is brought to you each and every night of the week in grateful appreciation to the men and women of the United States Armed Forces, the men and women of police and fire services, the doctors and nurses, and first responders to COVID. We had a little technical difficulty here with our mic. We'll get that straightened out right away. Oh. Yeah, messed up here. Okay, we're going to go without it. Tonight's program is dedicated to a number of people out there. There's a large contingent of both deputies and the FBI trying to find Savannah Guthrie's mother. To those guys that are working overtime and hardly working, please accept our greatest, deepest sympathy for the family and our greatest appreciation for you for everything you do. Well, Tony, big time coming.
Yeah.
Talk about big. What happened to Big Baby Miller losing to Ilya Tapura?
I don't think anybody thought that was coming.
I'm sorry, I got that wrong. It's Baby Miller beat Ilya Tapura.
I thought he got beat, actually.
I did first, but I just noticed I underlined it for Miller.
For some reason, I thought Baby Miller got beat in this last fight. But honestly, I think I watched it, but I can't remember it. So I could have sworn Baby Miller. I thought he lost it.
Yeah,
I'll have to look that one up.
Yeah, I will too. It evidently was a pretty knockdown, drag out brawl. But Tapura is pretty tough to take down. Hey, Brady, what do you think about Mauricio Raffi's win over Rafael Fizarro?
Yeah, I didn't get to see this one. I think I watched the highlights, but I believe it was a TKO.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, let's see. Okay, yeah, he got stopped by punches. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know too much about Ruffy or Izzy, but I do know. I think this was lightweight. This is a big fight in lightweight because it's for top 10.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is one of the more competitive divisions in the UFC in terms of like how often they fight.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's easier to move up for, especially a guy like Ruffy, a guy that's as exciting as him, and the high level strikers of the division.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I could definitely see him, moving on and doing well in this division.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, finishes. I think those finishes really, especially with his accuracy, and he has a lot of power too. And those are the kind of guys that climb faster than, say, like a wrestler or jiu-jitsu guy.
Well, you got a point there, because there's a rumor out there that he's going to take on Conor McGregor.
Yes, yeah, you were telling me about this.
Yeah.
If it were to happen, it would definitely be on that White House card. And with McGregor coming back into the testing pool, where you saw that, I could definitely see it being a big possibility. Now, will McGregor want Ruffy? That's another question. I think McGregor definitely wants a guy that's high ranking. So now that he's, rising the top 10 at least in lightweights, it's huge. But I don't know if McGregor's going to want to fight lightweight. If he's going to want to do that weight cut, the brutal weight cut, that he used to do. But I think it would be a good fight just because of the fireworks that could pop off. This is a stand and bang kind of fight. So I'd love to see McGregor back in there, especially against a guy like Ruffy.
Yeah. Hey, Tony, what do you think about Shakar Stevens dominating Teofimo Lopez?
I didn't expect it. honestly, I thought for sure Tio would give him a fight, but that was absolutely horrendous. Which I think, honestly, that really hurt Tio's career. And to go back to the last one, I can't believe I forgot that. I did watch that Baby Miller fight. I forgot that's the one with the toupee that got ripped off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did win. I don't think he should have. Personally, I thought Abe did a much better job.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not a referee, or I'm not a judge. But yes, Team I think that really hurt him bad. And then the incident with his team leaving him abandoned after that really scarred him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And where does Teofimo go from here?
I don't know. I can't really see him retiring, but you know what? After he just went through that beating like that, after talking the talk, which they all do, but I mean, he didn't back anything up at all and didn't even come close. And I think that's bad enough, but that along with your team leaving you completely behind and your own father doing what he did to him,
Mm-hmm.
I think he might possibly be done.
Wow.
Yeah, if I could speak on this one too.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's pretty crazy. I mean, he's only 30. But, I mean, I don't watch too much boxing, but, I mean, that he completely outclassed him. I mean, speed, everything. He beat the crap out of him, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, new respect for Shakur. I mean, I thought Tio would be the one that would give him a good fight. It was not a good fight by any means. But he just couldn't catch him. I think I said on last week's show, he's got to get in there and catch him because Shakur can move. Yeah, he's the only one that probably out of all the boxers I can think of that can move like that and not get hit. He just can't get hit.
And it's also, he couldn't trap him in the corner at all, man.
I know, it was crazy. You know, now they're talking about Ryan Garcia fighting him, and Ryan Garcia's got to catch him. If Ryan Garcia catches him, that's going to be a different outcome. I don't know that he's going to be able to do it either.
Okay. Hey, Brady, how about Benoit Saint Denis, his win over Dan Hooker? Did you expect that?
I didn't. I thought Dan Hooker was, having a second, kind of like a second comeback, like a second kind of stint, a good run, but it kind of proved how there's like kind of like a level between the guys that are, top 5 rather than 6 or 10. Especially with a guy like Dan Hooker who showed so much promise. But this one went the distance. I believe, 71 that one, right?
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, the TKO, yes. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch this one, but I wanted to see Dan Hooker get a win here, but like I said, it kind of just shows the levels to the rankings here. A guy like Benoit Saint Denis got beat. Charles Oliveira beat the hell out of Benoit Saint Denis and knocked him out.
Right.
It was a finish, and it kind of just shows the levels.
Okay. Hey, Tony, what about Xander Zayas and Abbas Ramon? Did you get a chance to see that one?
I watched it. I don't remember that one. I don't know those two guys too well either.
Yeah, it was one of the undercards that it was a first. I thought I went to a dance and a fight broke out because all they did was danced and touched and danced and touched. But then as it got further into the situation, they seemed to really battle it out with Zayas taking the lead by a technical decision.
And that's I'm having a senior moment tonight for some reason. So I watched these fights. I just recalling them is a different story. I got to get my Prevagen out this week.
Yeah, they're good. Please do.
I'll try.
You can always use what I use.
What's that?
my grandson comes with a big bat and hits me in the head.
That works.
I won't say which one. I won't say which one, but he's on the other end of this line. Hey, Brady, what do you think of Volkanovski's win over Lopez?
Okay, this was I mean, it was kind of like a legacy show fight for Volkanovski. I mean, you got a guy. Some could argue, Lopez did worse in this fight than did in the last one. I mean, Volk was telegraphing every single move, Lopez would do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Lopez would, load up. Volk would already be there with a jab and a straight right there, stop him.
Mm.
And especially showed. I mean, it was the whole fight. Honestly, I don't know if Lopez won a round, really.
Mm.
I mean, and that's rare in a championship fight. I mean, 5 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it kind of shows Volk getting that GOAT status, man. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I know I said last time he wasn't quite there, but I mean, rewatching that, I watched it, again, and I mean, Volk's just class, pure class, and Lopez couldn't do anything. I'm pretty sure he broke both of his feet as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's when Volk just blocking kicks, and it seemed like Lopez didn't really want to stop his style and change it up, or maybe it was his coaches telling him not to, either or, it doesn't matter,
Now didn't he end up in the hospital with 2 broken feet?
Yeah, 2 broken feet.
Yeah.
He just kept, that's what I'm saying, he kept kicking and didn't change his style up. And, I mean, Volk chewed him up. He really just showed who the best is.
Mm-hmm.
And pound for pound, I mean, he could be the best, I think, in the UFC. In that division, no one can take him down, man. It's pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Tony, Shakar Stevens is now talking to Conor Benn's people about a big fight. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, I saw that one kind of go down. I'm hoping that does go down. I would love nothing more to see Conor Benn beat him, but again, it's who's the guy that can get in on Shakur Stevenson and catch him and get the shots in without, missing. Because right now, no one else has been able to do it, and I'm not sure who could. I'm not sure Conor Benn could get in there either. But then again, though, Conor Benn's not scared to go right in and right up to somebody. So we'll see. I hope it goes down. Garcia, like I said, is another one that's in the talking right now, maybe after Conor Benn. And he's going to have to catch Shakur. If he does, I don't think Shakur's going to be able to handle the shot. But it's the whole point is catching him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You got any on that, Brady?
Oh, no. I'm not too relevant on thoughts.
Okay. All right. Quillen Salkine choked out Jamie Mulcahy. What's your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I saw this one. Stalky, that's his name, right?
Yes.
It's kind of difficult to pronounce, but I think his last fight he had a finish as well. I watched this one. He kind of just, I don't know. The fight was kind of a toss-up. He didn't really know who was winning up until then. Second round, and then he just got the sub. I'm pretty sure it was rear naked choke. But this guy, I didn't know too much about him before, but I mean, he's definitely coming on a lot of people's radars, especially when you finish with knockout and then a submission. But I could see him rising up the ranks. I think he's 45. I think he's featherweight. So I'll keep him on our watch. He's definitely exciting.
Okay. All right, here's a big one for you, Tony. Keyshawn Davis that beat Jaime Ortiz.
That's another one that's kind of starting to get a little heated. I don't know that one will take place, so I'm not sure Keyshawn's going to be able to get that deal. There was something about the money situation that I was hearing about. I don't know if that will get put together, but that would definitely be a good, entertaining fight if it does.
Who do you think will win?
I'd have to go with Keyshawn.
Okay. All right, I'm going to put you down here. You know that.
I already owe a bunch of football.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Brady's ready to connect too. Hey,
we'll meet up on President's Day and you give me 3-footers.
Hey, Brady, what do you think about Rachmaninoff injuring himself? His injuries. I know you. Is it the same thing as you did with your knee? He's going to be out.
I'm not too sure what the injury was. How long is he out?
Till the end of 26.
Jeez, okay. Yeah, it could be the same. If it is the same, for a fighter, you definitely have to get some surgery. But I mean, it hurts. It really does hurt a lot. He's undefeated, and with the division that's stacked, I mean, especially with, I think, who's the champion? Oh, the champion is Islam, yes. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a stacked division, but I mean, he was one of the most exciting prospects. A couple years ago, I remember. Still winning. I remember he beat Gary. I think that was his last fight. And, he's a great striker. I think he has a lot of talent, but I mean, injuries can really crush your career if you're not favored by UFC, because you're just going to get pushed down, past the other guys. I mean, there's so many guys that want shots, especially that division's so stacked, man. So, yeah, I mean, I wish him a quick recovery.
Okay. Let me put this down here. This 18, 22. Hey, Tony, Austin Williams did a number on Toussaint last weekend. What's your thoughts?
That one I kind of expected to happen. I think, if I remember correctly, I think we talked about it. I think Z was Z and I had different opinion on that one, but I think he's going to be eating a footer on this one.
Ooh. Well, hopefully he'll call in so we can
get him that big double meatball sub.
Yeah. I'm marking that to when he comes on, we're going to ask him.
I think that's what went down last week, though. He doesn't get it very often. It's time for him to have a little taste.
Yeah. Brady, who's next for Lerone Murphy?
I'd say, I don't know. I'm really not too sure. I think he's definitely in top 5. It's not top. But to name someone, I'm really not sure. I could definitely, Volk, why not? Really, he beat everybody else. But you also got Everlett is the number 1 contender in there. So that could be the fight, and then they fight. Whoever wins that fights Volk. But they all see the big dog. We just spoke about Volk. I couldn't see anybody beating him, and I don't think Murphy's a better contender than Lopez, honestly. So, I could see Everlett probably.
Who was that again? I'm sorry.
Mozart Everlett.
Okay. Yeah, I'm putting this down in my book here. So.
They are fighting. Yeah. Okay. They are fighting.
Yep.
So that'll be for
Cavs on tonight.
Yes, sir, boy.
I'll be eating some big ones.
Yeah, big ones.
Now, if I had to predict, I'd go Murphy. I like him.
Yeah.
Especially if it's an engine.
I think he's fast. He's also very strong. I think. Excuse me. He'll be the one that should be. I would say victorious in that one.
Yeah. But I think everybody's beaten by Volk.
Mm-hmm. What do you think is what's his major thing that makes him so winnable?
Probably his boxing. Well, Roman has good boxing, but I mean, so did Lopez, man. I mean, I think what we saw with Lopez and his rise, and how he was beating people with that speed and the ferocity.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't see. I mean, like a guy that good getting utterly dominated by Volk. You can't. I can't see another contender coming in. If Volk isn't injured or sick or fighting through something like he has been in his past fights, or short notice.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's not plausible to see someone else come in and just beat him like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if Murphy was going to do it would be outboxing Volk, which is just near impossible.
Okay. Hey Tony, Kelly took away Murtazalov welterweight belt last week. What's your thoughts on that one?
That one I don't remember watching. I don't even. I'm sorry on that one. I don't remember that one.
It was this is a one that the bookies had to make money on because the line was on Murtazalov because it was his belt to lose, and
they overthrew it. Or gave it. Okay.
And it got to be it was a bloody 6 rounds, and by the time they get done, there was no thought in anybody's mind who had won it, but Kelly now has the new welterweight belt, so we wish him well. Once you get those things, everybody hunts for you. And
but you've got the go in the hand, so he's
mm-hmm.
At least he made some money. He's gonna be all right for a while.
Yeah. Brady, Tellison Texera versus Tai Turisura.
It was Tuivasa against Teixeira. I think it was Teixeira actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this was a heavyweight. I thought Tuivasa was going to win this one, so I guess I'm eating a foot long one on this one. I mean he's the leading finisher for heavyweights, I believe. And Teixeira's a younger guy coming in. I didn't know too much about him, but I would have for sure thought Tuivasa was going to win, but I didn't get a chance to see this one. But like we talked about, that heavyweight division is just so hard to climb just because of the inactivity. So many, not enough fights to happen. So
hold on just a second. Let me bring Z in. Hey Z, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going, bro?
Happy Valentine's Day. I'm heard you right in. Hey guys, we got Z joining us, and who was the one we? Good. Z.
If you guys don't mind, I'm just going to tell you where I just came from, and it's going to be a little interesting story, real fast.
Go for it.
One of my family members, because I don't have a whole bunch of cousins and family up in Delaware, so when I call somebody my family in Delaware, I don't do friends.
Mm-hmm.
I do family. So, and Rich knows that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do friends. I do family for the most part. So, one of my family members, extended family members in Delaware, they ran some trouble and they lost their house and had with their children with them, and they got split up. And so one thing is, and this is why I want to bring this to awareness, because when families get split up, nobody, somebody lets them, they don't have places to stay, and
Right.
they need places to stay.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to give a shout out to a person named Bessie.
Mm-hmm.
My family wanted to stay with them, and now I had the fortunate of picking them to get keys for their new house.
Oh, nice.
I want to exactly. So if from a sad story to a redemption story,
Mm-hmm.
things have been wrong, but the good people, especially when you have good spirits and you try to bring that on to other people, because these folks have let people stay with them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they weren't doing as well. They still let others stay with them.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the people that that should be looked out for.
Go ahead and name them. Go ahead and name them. Let everybody in our broadcast area know how good these people are.
Put it this way: when people are doing bad and somebody lets you stay with them,
Mm-hmm.
lets you stay in their household amongst their children,
Mm-hmm.
that's a different kind of spirit.
Sure.
That's a very different kind of spirit when you do that. So
Mm-hmm.
people, even family, that's a different kind of spirit.
Right.
So I just want to put that right here. We do have good souls here, and we are amongst good souls around here, which is the same way.
We'll get offline. I'll give you the number of Senator Harris McDowell up there. He's very much into helping people within the Wilmington area find jobs, find housing, and everything. He's also the port director. So
I know I know quite a few people who definitely need it up
Mm-hmm.
around this area, especially now because I know you guys are on a different sort of weather pattern.
Mm-hmm.
It's cold.
Oh yeah.
Especially when it turns dark, it gets cold, and
Mm-hmm.
you have certain people who are in need of things.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Z, we just had a talk about Austin Williams' fight over Toussaint. Tony had one thought. What's yours?
I'm sorry. What fight was that?
Austin Williams over Toussaint. Okay. Oh, let me just hold it for just a second. Get Kaden in here. Hey, bud. How you doing? Kaden, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I hear you.
Okay, I'll merge you in. All right, we got the full crew here on tonight. We got Caden just joining, Zito, Brady, and Tony, and we appreciate you guys all taking time out of your weekend to do the show. It certainly is a tribute to Bobby. What good guys you are.
Man, Caden, miss you, man. Man, geez, I miss you too, brother. I've been working like a dog. I know, man. I know. It feels good to be back, brother.
He's going to be in 100 air soon.
Well, Brady's been holding it down, though.
That's right.
Yeah, man. He's been holding it down, absolutely.
Yeah.
Good to have you on back, though.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right, let's get back over. Carlos Adames is up. Had to drop a fight because of dehydration. Z, being the technical operator that you are, can you explain to our listeners what it means to lose the weight, get dehydrated, and then try to hydrate up?
Absolutely. Just for everybody to know, if I'm fighting at, I'm going to put it in an example. If I'm fighting at 170 pounds and someone else is fighting at 170 pounds, we normally, before we get to our fight date, maybe 2 months before, we're walking around at 190 pounds, 190 pounds. We naturally live bigger than we fight. Mm-hmm. And usually that's because people train down, that the camp, you're going to train down and break weight. You're gonna, your weight's going to go down the more you train. Mm-hmm. The thing is that if you overtrain or if you're too big for your weight class, meaning if I'm walking around at 175 and I have to fight at 135, I'm losing 40 pounds. Mm-hmm. To lose 40 pounds as a person
you're going to lose some fat, but then it's going to come to a point where you lose muscle. And now that's what we're talking about. Thomas is demonstrate in the health. Losing fat, you're going to do that in training. That's water weight and that's natural fat. So that's fat sort of thing. But in fighting, especially in fighting, you need fat. Fat stores your energy. So when you lose all of your fat, you only have muscle. You only have that muscle energy for that little bit. And not only that, if you're losing all your muscle, you're not healthy. You might come to the scales and pass out. Because you get dehydrated. You're losing muscle, you're losing weight. And a lot of losing weight is dehydration. To be honest, most of losing weight is dehydration in any sport. So when you get to dehydrating to a point, especially fight night, and you have to hit the scales, and you have to do hit points below perform that weight or below, you have guys who's coming in and killing themselves. They're almost killing themselves because they're weighing, they're coming down so far from the natural weight. So you can't do that without losing muscle and your energy and, sometimes your brain cells. Because, let's be honest, you're passing out, you're losing brain cells. And guys bring themselves down so much that you're hungry. Like, you're starving yourself. Literally, guys are malnourished. That's my word. You're being nourished for a fight. And any form of malnourishment isn't good. You might put a supplement to deal with the weight loss and all of that. But at the end of the day, you're losing vital vitamins that are natural, that are natural to keep. So when guys lose weight, you see in the MMA, guys, they come to the scale, they pass out. They can't fight because guys eat too heavy. And that's why, to a degree, I don't mind the guys being too heavy opposed to passing out before you get to the scale. I'd rather see you come in a pound a little too heavy. I just can't lose it. I just can't lose it. Well, then I think that guys like that in any fighting, move up a division now. If you can't make it by a pound, move up a division. That's kind of my thing. Why? Because guys don't walk around. You don't fight at your natural weight. Nobody fights at their natural weight. But certain guys can cut and be bigger than other guys. That's where another advantage is. So I don't mean to harp on this point, but there are health-wise, it is hard to if you're not fighting at your natural weight, then you're spending a lot of your camp cutting weight. So, I hope I hit everything. But that breaks it down for everybody so they can understand it.
Carlos was the one that stood up and then passed out right there on the waiting stage, right?
Yes.
That's bad. That's bad. That means Carlos shouldn't be a middleweight. In my opinion, if you're doing that to make that weight 160, if you're doing that to make 160, I'm either going to come in heavier. Listen, I'm going to give a little bit of that purse up to come in maybe a half a pound, a quarter pound heavier, or I'm not going to take the fight. I'm going to move up a division. That's too much of a when you're fighting. Now, I'm imagining if he didn't pass out, and now he has to go and rehydrate back to that. He's still not going to be at 100%. You came close to passing out a night before. You expect to be 100% the night after. I don't care what you put in your body. Just makes sense.
Hey, Caden, we talked about something before you came on. I want your view on because I know you like Volkanovski. His win over Lopez.
It was surprising, honestly. It's just how much more gas does the old man have in the tank, man? Alexander Volkanovski, he still just looks so sharp out there. You can see the chin has been fading ever since he got knocked out against Islam. He gets rocked a little bit easier, a little bit more hesitant when he's like rushing into exchanges. And you really saw that in the Diego Lopez fight. And Diego Lopez is, the reason why I bring up that point is because Diego Lopez had some good shots in those early rounds.
Mm-hmm.
And surprised me because he was hitting Volk and Volk was reciprocating. And he was backing up, showing signs of really like a little bit of fear. Like he looked a little wobbly out there. But man, it's the veteran presence. It's that IQ. He brings it together every single time, and he always outlasts his opponent.
Okay.
And especially going into that fight, I would have said Diego Lopez would have the best chance on the ground. Just take Volk down and try and BK get him up and try and get him tired. So I just think Volk's wrestling is so good that he can just manage with anybody in that weight class. Like if he can avoid being submitted for 5 rounds against Islam Makhachev, I don't think anybody in that division is going to do it, especially not for Lopez. I think that now the best route for anybody trying to become champion is just you got to go in there and try and take his head off. You know what I mean? That's what Islam had to do. That's what Ilya Topuria had to do. And I feel like Diego Lopez wasn't rushing into his chances. Granted, when he was getting hit. You know what I mean? And both had great defense throughout the entire fight. But I do think that there were some chances that Diego Lopez missed, especially in those early rounds. Like when you stagger Alexander Volkanovski, man, you gotta follow that up. You gotta follow him to the cage. Man, he's backing up. You gotta follow him instead. He's looking, just standing. We're watching him recover. Like that's what I don't get. You can't do that. Maybe do that against some guy you're fighting on the prelim. You can't do that against Alexander Volkanovski. You can't. Every single second matters. You get a good opportunity like that, and you have to take advantage of it. I think that Diego Lopez really made a bad choices with his decisions that he had in that fight.
Well, let's follow that up with he broke both feet. Now what happens?
He did break both feet. That was the other thing. You saw in those later rounds, he slowed down a lot of it. And that was the reason. But watching the fight live, it seems like he's just the entire tide shift those last 2 rounds. And it was just Volkanovski all day long. And the broken feet that definitely seems like one of the reasons. And you can kind of see when it happens too. When he throws a body kick and both checks it's all foot and elbow, just complete clean contact.
Brady, talking about Volkanovski, where's he go now?
I think it's got to be the winner of Evloev and Laurel Murphy, right? I mean, James, you can back me up with it. No, that's for sure. Yeah. I mean, I think those are 2 top contenders other than Lopez. And then, I mean, like I was saying earlier, I just can't see them putting on a better performance than Lopez, other than, following up their shots. But I think I could because maybe not Evloev, but Lerone Murphy, he's so aggressive and he's got the power. You know what I mean? Like he definitely swarmed Volkanovski and get him some good shots, and he really doesn't need many. Like Lerone Murphy's last fight, he beat some dude with a spinning elbow in like 10 seconds, which was insane. I really think that if anybody's going to do it, it could be him. I don't think Evloev has the right strategy. Although Evloev is going to be a whole other test in its own for Lerone Murphy. That's just a horrible stylistic matchup for him.
Okay.
Would you bet on Murphy winning or not?
Ooh.
No. I would never. You talking about against Evloev or against Volkanovski? Oh, I would never bet against Volk. That's like betting against Tom Brady. You don't do that.
Okay.
I'm too. I'm saying I wouldn't bet against Volk. I wouldn't bet against Alexander Volkanovski. Ooh.
All right, Z, go ahead.
I mean, be honest, I wouldn't bet against him, but it depends on him too. I mean, to be honest, I would put odds in maybe a fighter or two, over Volkanovski. Yeah, but I think, one thing is, one thing I'm gonna say about Volkanovski is a tough out. You're not just gonna do what you want to Volkanovski, and if you're not like, and I'm gonna bring it back to the point. You're not finishing Volkanovski off. Like, you got him buckled. That's a guy, and I didn't see the fight, but here's what I do now. You have him buckled, you should have finished him off. I did hear about breaking both feet.
Mm-hmm.
And he broke both feet in the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't stop. After breaking both feet, the man stopped.
Mm-hmm.
He did not stop. He did not stop.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could say too much else.
Yeah.
Anything. You break both feet and you don't stop. You get everything in the world from me.
Mm-hmm. All right. Tony, Johnny Tappy was inducted into the Atlantic City Hall of Fame. What's your thoughts?
Long overdue.
Mm-hmm. That's a succinct answer.
I don't know much more to say about it.
See?
Who'd you say?
Johnny Tapia.
Johnny Tapia?
Yeah.
Just now?
Yes.
Johnny Tapia has a legacy.
Mm-hmm.
And everything. Johnny Tapia has a legacy that should automatically get him in the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know all I have to say. Like, I could go back and watch Johnny Tapia fight now and be anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all right with that.
Okay. Let's see. We did that one. Okay. Caden, Kerry Barulia against Renee DeRider. 326.
It's who against the Ritter?
Borrahlo. Borrello? Kaya.
Kaya Brahio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I really like Kyle Brahio. But whenever the fighting nerds and their whole fight group came into the UFC, I think they had one of the funnest movements the UFC had since like American Top Team.
Mm-hmm.
All the way back with TJ Dillashaw. It's all, and he was spearheading this. Him, Diego Lopez, and Mauricio Rufy, and now they don't really do too much stuff in terms of outers. They still work. They still work hard. They still work together. But now I don't know. They seem less unified now. But either way, Kyle Brahio is one of those fighters that just exploded onto the scene 2 years ago with the fighting nerds.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy kickboxing, not too good at BJJ,
mm-hmm.
which is where you coming out of Brazil, all this high capacity, crazy Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Mm-hmm.
But this is just straight Muay Thai, straight kickboxing.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at Ranier de Ritter, and they could be completely mismatched. They could be the other way around. But de Ritter, he's one of the best BJJ artists I've ever seen in the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
What he was able to do to Bo Nickel was crazy. He was able to wrap Bo Nickel up like a little baby. And that's one of the greatest college wrestlers of all time.
Mm-hmm.
De Ritter's still making his way up. He needs to improve on the stand-up.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if he can get Kyle down and get him against the fence, so he's bigger than Kyle, taller, longer.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think it's very good stylistically for
mm-hmm.
Kyle Brahio. I'm gonna have to go with Ranier de Ritter, which is something I usually wouldn't do. I usually would always go with my guy.
Right.
But man, I don't know if that's the best fight for him.
Brady. Okay.
I like that. Yeah, I agree. I feel the same.
Okay. Tony, Christian Mabili now is going to fight at super middleweight. What's your thoughts?
think it's a good idea. I mean, he's a bad dude. I think he won't have any issues gaining the weight or getting in that class and fighting people, but I think it's going to give him more opportunity to show if he can handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's, I think, more competition for him up in that class.
Okay. Z?
Yeah, the Billy is moving him. Also talks about her fight and Nanda,
Mm-hmm.
so that would only make sense. They're put that up to make Melo's not going to move down middleweight.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, for the money and for the notoriety, I mean, right now, Canelo's trying not to. I mean, he's trying to be relevant, and he's not trying to retire.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as that goes, McGregor would be somebody that I would move up and fight.
Mm-hmm.
Good, but I mean, he needs to be. He definitely needs to be a weight class above what he is now. He knows that. So.
Okay. All right, Brady, what do you think about Natalia Silva and Shevchenko, Valentin Shevchenko?
I really haven't watched too many Silva fights, but I did get a chance to watch the last Shevchenko fight. And I mean, now she's incredible, man. I mean, her striking's great. I mean, she's also. I mean, I think she just got it off. Honestly, I'll hand this off to Z and K because they're a bit more in tune with Shevchenko and all that.
Okay. Caden, I know that's your girl.
Yeah, man. She was supposed to fight. That was Kayla Harrison.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kayla Harrison was supposed to fight Amanda Nunes, and that fell through. But Shevchenko does not slow down. She doesn't slow down every time she fights. And that's another fighter. I don't feel comfortable betting against. You know what I mean? I just, no matter who she's fighting, I don't feel comfortable betting money against that, just because you never know. She always can win. You know, and she's at the point now in her career where every other fight that she's fighting, she's the underdog, and it seems kind of silly. It's like she really reminds me of like the female Stipe Miocic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's always trusting through, always reliable, gonna show up to fight and win. You know what I mean? And not really get too much credit for it. You don't really hear too many people talking about Valentina. You know what I mean? It's all Amanda Nunes and Kayla Harris.
Right.
But Shevchenko is still grinding out here in 2026.
Okay. Here's a good one. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go see.
Valentina, let me say about Valentina. The only thing that ever messes with Valentina is weight. Valentina Shevchenko, and the weight that messed with her was only Amanda Nunes. I mean, can you name me anybody else that dealt with Valentina outside of Amanda Nunes? The weight and the skill that Amanda Nunes had gave Valentina trouble. And there were two narrow decisions that actually one fight, people thought Valentina won. So that's the only poison that Valentina has, and it's not even poison. I think age is the only thing. The only thing that's going to even mess with it, and she's aging gracefully. So, from what Caden said, and from what Brady said, from what both of y'all said, I mean, just because I haven't seen the last form of her. Like, I missed a few of the fights, apologies. But Valentina, is that, I mean, true to form, I mean, it's hard to deal with. If you're not on that side, you're going to have to either be bigger than her or age is going to have to catch up with her. And even when you're bigger than her, she's beating women bigger than her. She's beating women. So, type thing to deal with her. And even that doesn't even, you know what I mean? So Valentina is something special. She is Hall of Fame right now in the mix. Right now, she is Hall of Fame above many of the best. I mean, her dominance, I mean, she is that. And then, I mean, you can't even match her up right. When you can't even match a person up with anybody who's going to beat her, it's that hard to find. Come on, man. Valentina is that fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Tony, what do you think about Alexander Usyk versus Rico Verhoeven?
I
Verhoeven.
think he could fight. I think there could be some better fights for him, but no one's beating the man right now.
Mm-hmm.
No one.
Z?
Pardon me, who's the guy that you said that, Usyk?
Yeah, Usyk's fighting Verhoeven.
Philip? I think maybe Philip Hogan. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like that, whoever he is, he should not be allowed to fight Usyk because I'm Philip the Hogan. Like, I don't know, like, the guy, I'm trying to think. But to be honest, we're talking, like, when you talk about Usyk, we're talking about, like Usyk is kind of shopping around to a degree, but really he doesn't need anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, Usyk doesn't need anybody. I think that Usyk right now he still has the itch, and Usyk, to me, he can retire now and he'd be all right.
Mm-hmm.
He would be all right just because he's cleared the heavyweight division out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if anybody has an argument,
Yeah.
I call that a tune-up fight. I think if it even happens, it'd be a tune-up fight, or he's using that because he wants somebody else to say, "Hey, why is he fighting this guy? I can make some money doing it. It'll be a better fight."
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, so Tony just said it better than I could. I mean, Tony just said it literally. It's not anything major as far as Usyk is concerned. I think it's the active fight, but there are a few options out. You have a Puma, you have Fabio Morley, you still have Deontay Wilder out there. So I mean, there are money making fights for him, but I mean, Usyk to me, he has nothing else to prove. So
I'd like to see him up against Fabio.
Fabio would like to. Fabio would like to see it for the money. I mean, as far as competition wise, Fabio would not like to see that. He will stop Fabio.
Yeah.
I like Fabio, but Fabio has a puncher's chance, and he has a puncher's chance to where it's a little better than Deontay Wilder at this point, but it's the same. It's coming the same way.
All right. Well, let's talk, since you brought up Fabio, he's got Daniel Dubois on May 9th. What do you think, Z?
Oh my goodness, that is a fight that I would love. That if it's matched up, especially in the UK, that's what they don't mind matching the stars up.
Mm-hmm.
I would love that one. I'm going to be tuned in to because somebody is going to go. I just don't know who.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take this one. If Fabio doesn't get him early, this isn't Joseph Parker you're messing with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say this one. Joseph Parker is much more technical than Dubois.
Mm-hmm.
But Dubois is educated. I like to call Dubois kind of an educated caveman.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's educated, but he'll bludgeon you.
Mm.
He will bludgeon you. I mean, he has a good jab, and he'll get in a position to where he'll bludgeon you. He's not going to be clean with the shot.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to come powerful. They're going to hurt, and I mean, if he lands one, they're going to be effective. As Anthony Joshua. But I don't like to be honest, and to be honest, I don't believe I'm saying this. The white collar boxer is cleaner.
Yeah.
He's a cleaner boxer. He's a less effective, but he's cleaner. You're worried. The problem is that experience. And this is Dubois has fought a higher level of competition for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Fabio has it. He has a big win over Joseph Parker, and he had to endure it. So I'm going to give Fabio Wardy all of his credit because he had to come back and deal with that. He had to put Joseph Parker out because the fight was going the other way on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to pick him because as much as I like Fabio Wardy, Fabio Wardy cannot, not Joshua. Thunder Woodley could not rock down, and I think the Rock could get up and make it rough enough to where he won't get knocked down again. But I mean, I would predict the Rock to actually touch the bandit. I don't predict Samuel Warden to knock him out. Because you to knock him to stop the Rock. Because I think the Rock hasn't come up. You have to be. I think you have to be kind of good enough to beat the Rock. Like you have to be at a certain level. At this stage, the guy's hungry. Good, but you have to be at a certain level. I don't know if Samuel Ward is there for 12 rounds to survive against that level. That's all.
Okay. Hey, Brady, Michael Page versus Sam Patterson.
I'm not too sure who Patterson is, but man, I love to watch Page fight. I think just as a fan, that style, like, it's crazy. It's the way he fights, like bouncing, front foot, back foot, and he literally fights like a snake, like a cobra, like with that jab and how he, the combos he pieces together. So I'll always watch him fight. I love to watch him fight. With his age, I'm not too sure he can really make a significant, path to the title, but I think having him in the UFC makes it a better company.
Jaden?
I would agree with you. I think, ever since they started getting these Bellator fighters like Mr. Pitbull and MVP and I forget the dude, the flyweight, but Michael Venom Page is the best addition of them all. And it's not even just because he's good or used to be a former champion or whatever. It's because, man, the thrill that dude brings to the UFC. He's not only a veteran, he's got that personality. But you watch him fight, man. It's like you can't keep your eyes off it. It's crazy. You can be from any position in the entire octagon, and you get caught. It kind of reminds me of it's like Bobby Green and Stephen Thompson mixed together. You know what I mean? He's got the karate, but he can also scrap. You know what I mean? And it's not. That's what you gotta love about Michael Venom Page. And he's also like 6'4". big old welterweight.
Yeah.
But that's all I gotta say for that. I don't know much about Sam Patterson either. I remember watching him. I think he's been in the UFC for a little bit. I think he's like 4-1 in the UFC, like that. But I'll have to give it to my Page.
Okay. See? Michael Morales and Islam Makhachev.
Yeah, I don't know about Michael Morales, but I know you're talking about Islam. You're talking about the best of the best. At that division, right about now, Islam he's the guy. I want to go back to MVP though, Michael Venom Page. And I don't know, as I said, I don't know who's fighting, but one thing is Michael Venom Page has been entertaining for a while. One thing you got to understand is Islam dominates. Michael Venom Page is entertaining. Everybody has a lane in the UFC to a degree. Michael Venom Page, and two, he loses that footwork, and that you know how in and out sport, until he loses that. Until he loses that talent, he's always going to make fun. It's always going to be marketable for the UFC because everybody wants to see that. Because either he's going to get knocked out or somebody's going to grab the hell out of him. With the, you know what I mean? Because that's the only medicine you get. If you can't do that to Michael Venom Page, he's going to knock you out. That guy. But I mean, he's entertaining.
Okay. I'm sorry, Tony. Morales and Islam.
hearing you. Sorry, my earphones are cutting out tonight.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Michael Morales and Islam Makhachev.
It's more. I don't really know a whole lot about that. So Makachev, I know some things about. That's more of the UFC stuff, correct?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know Makachev. I'm not real familiar with the other guy. I really don't stay on top of UFC like I do with the boxing stuff.
Okay.
But I know Makachev's a bad dude.
Caden?
That one won't happen. I don't know what that was about. Or why they were saying that. But that one won't happen. Michael Morales, I think he's an unranked fighter. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Brady, your last one is Sean O'Malley and Patty Pimbrett. Will it happen?
Yeah, I don't think I can see this one happening. I think Sean kind of got his own thing going for the title in his weight division, and Patty just fought for a title at 55, I think. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he just fought at 55. So I think they're 20. Patty's got 20 pounds on him. So
Mm-hmm.
even if they're heated and talking crap about each other, I couldn't see it happening. I think they're both too focused on getting a title in their respective divisions.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, guys, that was a tremendous job. Another fast hour. I don't know how we get through these hours so fast, but I want to thank everybody for coming in. Kate, I know you're still on the road, and I appreciate you taking the time to call in. Z, we always appreciate you. Brady, you've always held it up here for us, and we thank you for that. And Kate and Tony, you're a great asset to the program, so we're glad you could be here. Before we sign off, I want to send best wishes out to Bob Alexander, who's again suffering with some pneumonia problems. So we hope he gets better soon, and as soon as he gets better, we'll have him back on the program. And then the very last thing I have on my list is Wednesday the 18th. Everybody knows is Ash Wednesday. Is that correct? It's also the birthday of Brady Quinn Carroll.
Wow. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Yes, sir.
How old are we talking? 21. Oh.
Yep. Get your bail bonds, my brother.
You can.
Trouble age. That's a trouble age.
Can you imagine, Tony, Paul getting a call saying, "Can you let this kid in? It's his 21st birthday."
I'm gonna absolutely fall on the floor. Oh my God, that would be a classic one right there. For sure.
I told everybody that when I pass, I want to be cremated, and I'm going to have little vials made up so that all of Kenny's clubs, they can go in and spread them around, because that's the first and last time I'll ever be in one.
We've got you in a good place. Hey, watch it right here. This is a good view for you right here. Hey, Brady, dump him right here. He'll be. I'm telling you, he would have been very happy. Dump him right there. He can see everything.
Center stage. Just put it on the center stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Kate, you want to lead us out?
Yes, sir. Being honest. It's great to be back for 30 minutes. Try to be back on more consistently. Work's been crazy. Hopefully I can start working in the morning, start the show more. But it was great to be back. Z, always been great, brother. Brady's taking my damn job. Tony, always good talking to you, brother. Pops, you're the best host I know, and I'll see y'all next time.
Hey, Tony.
I'm glad to see Caden back for the night. Brady's holding the fort down, but it's nice to have everybody back on. Brady, you're killing it, brother. Z, I wish I could get as many sandwiches in your corner that I've got to eat right at the moment.
I'm trying not to catch up. I'm trying not to catch up.
I think you caught one, but we didn't get to that one tonight. But we're going to, trust me. I'm not going solo on this program.
You got me next time.
You got it, bro. Love you guys. That hour went real fast. I can't even believe it. Feels like it's been 10 minutes. But everybody have a good week. We'll see you next week. And Frank, we love you too, buddy.
Okay, man.
And I will make sure that your ashes go in the proper place. Hey, look at the it could have been Club Mary. Okay, so.
Yeah, you couldn't. Well, I better leave that off.
I don't think I'd do that to you. She scared the crap out of me one time. So.
Brady?
Yeah, thank you. Lee. Always great to hear the wisdom you have. Tony, always great to hear from you. Do a great job, Caden. Got to come back on more. Yeah, of course, Pop. You do the best job of this show ever. Yeah, thank you. God bless y'all.
Okay. Z?
Yeah, I like this show a lot, man. We had Sid, Braden, and Caden.
Mm-hmm.
Understand that. That's where, and it comes down to certain things. They know a lot more than you know.
Mm-hmm.
I am a boxing technical expert, and those guys are very, very knowledgeable in the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
I only got one guy that will ride over boxing, and that's Tony.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say that, all of y'all get shot at. What?
Appreciate it.
Exactly. But always a shout out to you, all of my Fightnwords family. You shows a definite member of Bob, Coach and Dr. Chris, and if anyone wants to get any Fightnwords, you call.
Okay. Again, I want to thank everybody for being on and being so knowledgeable. It really helps make this show go into, as I said, this is our 22nd year. We started in January. So I know it's sometimes it's a problem for the guys to get together on a Saturday night, especially. But this is the night that Bob had picked, and we've been trying to keep this going for him. Ladies and gentlemen, these programs are brought to you each and every night of the week in grateful appreciation to the men and women of the United States Armed Forces, the men and women police and fire services, the doctors and nurses and first responders, to COVID, and the wonderful people that keep those shelves stocked in the supermarkets. These programs are dedicated to those who've lost their lives in line of duty. Deputy Robert Anthony Carroll, Patrolman David Curtis, Patrolman Jeffrey Colcat, Patrolman Jeffrey Yazowitz, Sergeant Thomas Batinger, San Diego Officer Mike Hendler, Sergeant Tom Wilson, Charlotte County Sheriff's Department, Detective Randy Bell, Detective Ray Childers, Patrolman Charlie Condit, Tarpon Springs Police Department, Deputy Chief Mike Godwin, Philadelphia Fire Department, Lieutenant Joyce Craig Lewis, Philadelphia Fire Department, Sergeant James O'Connor, Philadelphia Police Department, Sergeant Chris Levake, Hillsborough County Sheriff's Department, Lieutenant Mike Zerba, Newcastle County Police, Patrolman Anafo Crispin, Lincoln PD, Deputy Josh Myers, Nassau County Sheriff's Department, Captain Matt Letourneau, Philadelphia Fire Department, Captain Chris Leach, Wilmington Fire Department, Lieutenant Ardith Hope, Wilmington Fire Department, Lieutenant Jerry Ficus, Wilmington Fire Department, Chief Al Hogle, Longboat Key Police Department, Deputy Mike Hargrove, Pinellas County Sheriff's Department, Trooper Chelsea Richards, Florida Highway Patrol, Trooper Joe Bullock, Florida Highway Patrol, Trooper Zachary Bend, Florida Highway Patrol, Sergeant Chris Fitzgerald, Philadelphia Police Department, Sergeant Ramon Mendez, Philadelphia Police Department, Chief Corey Compantier, Buffalo Creek Fire Department, Deputy Ronnie Ronazinski, Manatee County Sheriff's Department, and Patrolman Zachary Butterfield, Bradenton PD. My brothers and sisters, although you may be 10-7 at this point in time, and sometime will be 10-10 at the table of the Lord. Until that time, may the roads rise up to meet you. May the winds be always at your back. May the rains fall softly on your fields and the sun shine lightly on your face. Until we meet again, may the good Lord keep you and your family always in the palm of his hands. Good night. God bless and have a great week. Thank you, Brady. Great job.
Again, man.
Yeah,
You have done it again, though.
Huh?
It's a great show, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
This wasn't working.